Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Janis Benstock, and I am going to help you pass the real estate exam, and it's going to be fun, and you're going to learn all the things. You're not just going to have to memorize them. And be careful, because sometimes I curse a little bit. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And when you're really ready to get serious and just pass the freaking exam, head over to passwithjanis.com. I created flashcards with audio files, videos, practice tests, and I just keep adding to it because I'm a freaking real estate nerd, and it will give you everything you need to help you pass. Today, we're going to do a strategy tip that's going to help you get a question right, even if you don't know the answer. So let's dive into it. Okay, sometimes you're going to see a test question and it's going to seem like a foreign language to you. You're not going to understand what the freak they're talking about. And it could be something like this. What is blank? Blah, blah, blah is. That's how much sense it's going to make to you. But the cool thing is, you will also notice sometimes on the exam that you get the same question twice. I've even heard of it 3 times or more. And so if you get the same question twice and you know the answer, that's great. That's just now you got 2 questions right. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But what if it's a question that you don't know what they're talking about and they ask you twice? Now what? Now you're like, oh, totally overwhelmed. I'm going to show you how you could use this in your favor by playing a little game with the real estate exam. So let's do this. Let's imagine that you have a test question and you might have struggled on it, but you answered it. And then a few questions later, all of a sudden, you see the same question. It might not be worded exactly the same, but it's the same question, and your brain lights up and you know it. And here's the cool thing. The reason why you know it, the reason why your brain lights up is because we have this thing called the RAS. That's the reticular activating system. That's the filter part of your brain that filters from the millions of bits of information that we get every second down to like 7 or 9 so that your brain can process and create your reality. The RAS is the thing I talked about it a million times before. The RAS is the thing that if you decide you want to buy a new car, whatever model you're thinking of, my current fascination is with a Bronco Sport. So I'm thinking about getting a Bronco Sport. And every time I walk my dog, every time I go to the market, all I see are Bronco Sports everywhere. There are no more Bronco Sports on the road than there were last month before I decided I wanted one. But because I told my brain to focus on that, it's noticing them everywhere. The same thing is going to happen on the real estate exam. You might see that first question and you might not even think anything about it. It didn't even register with you, but your RAS picked it up. And now when you see it again, bam, it's going to make a connection and you're going to realize it right away. In the exam, you can always go back as long as you haven't submitted your exam for grading. You can always go back and change your answers or reread them. And so when this happens, and it most likely will, I want you to remember you can go back to that original question and play this winning game. Here we go. We have 2 questions, and I didn't even put the whole question to illustrate. We don't even know what they're asking. Just imagine they're like, who knows what they're asking? They're saying, what is blank and blank, blah, blah, blah is. So it's the same question, but we don't even know what they're talking about. And if we notice, we look down in the distractors, the A, B, C, and D, we realize that over here we have JTRS. Maybe we don't even know what that is. Cat, tick, and dog. Over here, we have ice cream, tick, JTRS, and Santorini, which is where I want to retire. And so what do we notice right away? Well, we notice that if it is the same question twice, even though we have no idea what the answer is, the answer has to be the same for both of them because it's the same question. And so immediately we know that cat, dog, Santorini, and ice cream cannot be the answer because they don't show up both times. And we know that the answer has to be the same on both questions. So we've already done process of elimination and narrowed it down by 50%. So now we look at the question again and we say, what is blank? And the answer is JTRS or TIC, but we just don't know. And our head is spinning and we want that to stop because remember that raises adrenaline, that raises cortisol, that makes our reasoning brain shut down and it stresses us out. And we want to eliminate stress as much as humanly possible. And so we look at JTRS and we look at TIC and we're like, I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't understand what the question is. I just know that it can't be cat, it can't be dog, it can't be ice cream, it can't be Santorini, but it's got to be the same answer for both of them. And so you simply just guess. But here's the key is if you guess JTRS, you're either going to get them both right or both wrong. That sucks. But then if you choose TIC, you might get them both right or both wrong. And that sucks. So what do? We hedge our bet and we answer JTRS for one of them and TIC for the other one. And then guess what we get? We get one of them right. I don't know which one. I still don't know what the question is. I don't know what the answers mean. But out of two questions, I got one right. And now I'm one answer closer to passing the real estate exam. Boom, there you have it. So take some practice tests and make sure that when you see these, your brain will light up and you go back and you try it out and see how magically it works. You are so close to passing the test. Like every single time I do one of these, I get so excited because it just unlocks another level and you're almost there. Keep on going. Let me know if this was helpful. Drop it in the comments. And if you have a request for another video, just tell me. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a gem because I'm dropping them all the time. And if you really want to pass the test, if you are ready, if it's your time and you're ready to take the next step and get that license and let's fly, head over to passwithjanis.com. I have everything you need to pass the test. Sometimes I do live classes. I have audio recordings, video recordings, practice tests, these really amazing flashcards, everything you need. Do not give up. You are this close. I'll see you in the next one.